and welcome along and welcome back to Marwell Manor Farm, and we're currently in the workshop here because our 7740, we have a new job for it today, something that it hasn't done before. It also needs a little bit of maintenance. It's not requiring an awful lot, so we need to get some work done. And then I'll go through what we're aiming to do today. So actually, it's not that in need of a repair, but while we're going in the workshop, we will spend the money to do that. But what we're really in here to do is to get it on to a set of narrow tyres. It's going to cost us 1,000 because we've not put this tractor onto that before. And there we go. So that is going well. And then we're going to start it up and head out. We're in reverse at the moment. Oh, we need to couple our weight back on, of course, that was in here with us. That's all good. So we're going to be putting this on the sprayer. And I'm just trying to work out. I think actually I left the sprayer down in the other yard. So we're going to be putting this on the sprayer and we're going to be filling it with herbicide, which is why we left it down in this yard. And from that, we're going to be getting ourselves working on, I think it's field 18 upper, or the upper half of field 18, needs spraying with the herbicide. It's not grown, the oats haven't sprouted, and we've not got a whole load of weeds in it. So this is a little bit of, this is one of those things that you can do in farm sim that not a lot of people cover. We know weeds are going to grow in the field. So what we're doing is we're preemptively spraying it with herbicide, which basically means the entire life of our crop on there, we're not going to get any weeds, which is just a really great way for us to ensure and for us to save on a job later. Now I've stored all of my tanks of herbicide down here. So what I need to do is hook this up and get one of them out. I think that's too far forward. Need to come in straighter on this. Right, we're right on the ground there with that. And in. Is that? I think that's got it. Yeah, that's got it. Fantastic. So we'll take this out. This has 3,000 litres in it. So it's not going to fully be taken up by this. But it should be, I think field 18 upper actually is not that big a field. Right, so start the engine and refill with herbicide. And then we want to pop over, because over here, our 8340 is still planting the canola. So we'll get that going. We want course, so we're on field 15, we are seeding, so there we go. We will reverse our tractor up a little bit. Because it always seems to start a little bit off. Press go, and away it goes. So fantastic. So that is that's making its way through. It's about halfway through this field. So it may be another episode or another video before this is complete. Right, are we full? We are full. Perfect. So we'll start this up and we'll get this going on the upper half of field 18. I'm not expecting this to take too long. Once we've got this done, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be sorting out field 19. So now that we've cleared everything off field 19, now that we've got our hay off there, I want to divide the field into two fields. The smaller part we're going to keep as grass. We're going to make sure that we have that as a grass field for us to use. And the upper half we are going. So the western half, yeah, we're going to keep as grass. So that's the parts of the field we've already worked. Is going to be kept grass, and then the other end we're going to plant with some corn. So that's what we're looking to do there. We want field. Right. Okay. So we need to, at this point, we need to redefine field 18. So we're going to calculate the current field's path. We're going to make this field 18 because we've already got field 18. I think it's field 24 is the lower half. So field 18. So we're overwriting 18's path. If we ever merge the fields together again, then we can set to do the same thing. So we're now going to go with field 18. Starting location is current vehicle position. We want to do one headland. And we want to do the headlands first, going counterclockwise around the field. So there we go. Let's generate that, see how that does. Perfect. That is absolutely what we want. So let's start her off. First waypoint. If we pop out a cab, we can see exactly where that is. We'll unfold this. There we go. And drive course. And away it goes. Absolutely perfect. So with that, we can now get on with our next job, which is here in the T6. Yeah, T6175. We are going to take this into the workshop now as well. We need to get this onto some standard tyres. Now, the job we're initially doing with this, we could have done with the 7740 easily. The 7740 has enough horsepower to do the first couple of jobs. It's the last job, or the jobs that we got coming later, that it's going to have trouble with. That's why we're doing this. We'll repair this as well. It's slightly more expensive to repair, but it's still worth us doing it now. We want to customize it, and we want to get some standard tyres on here, which won't cost us anything. I think the wide tyres would cost us 1,000. We don't have a lot of money, so we'll go with the standards, which will do us fantastic. There we go. We need to reconnect the weight when we jump back in here. Like so. Start her up, and the first thing we're going to go do is go and get the roller. So yeah, as I said, the aim today is we're going to divide field 19. So if I look on the map, it is basically the edge. It's going to be the same sort of along the hedge line from field 1. And we're going to do the same thing that we did to split field 18. So we're gonna probably only roller a couple of rows with it. But we're gonna do the roller first, and then we're gonna plant us some trees. We're not gonna go quite as wide for the split. I want it to be. I want to keep as much of the far side, or the eastern side, of field 19 as possible. But this should allow us to then make as much grass, create as much grass as we like for our cows and our horses when we eventually get them in the near future, and also is going to create us a new field, because the top half of field 19 actually is a pretty big field. Wow, look at the grass dirt on here. Right, so the trick now is we need to find the edge of the field. Now I think it's about here-ish. So I want to get right up to the hedgerow at that point. And we are pretty much going to take it from the hedge, or a little bit out from the hedge. There's about that much space, I think. Now this is the tricky bit, is telling exactly where this field edge is. And we're a little bit obscured by this hay we've got on the ground. It's actually going down the whole way in the edge. But you can see here, so just right down the middle of the screen is where our field edge is. To the right is that's possible to fertilise everything. To the left is where the field is. So following that line and just trying to keep on that, I think our corner is in fact right there. So that's where we want our roller to start at. So we need to go back ever so slightly. So let's check that. If we can place this in the right place, this will just work absolutely wonderfully. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That is close enough to that corner. Right, so we'll unfold our roller at this point. So hit the unfold button for it. And once that is unfolded, we can drop it off. There we go. It is angling back a little bit. I'm guessing that's a little bit downhill there. And so the idea is, yeah, to give ourselves 2 rows of this, and then we're going to plant the trees essentially right down the middle as if they are following the line of the hedge. Right, and so, yeah, in fact, it's pretty much the line of what we left there. So I'm doing it at about 180 degrees, so doing it exactly north. Exactly north-south. We are, of course, driving south. And this should take us all the way down here quite nicely. Right up to this corner here. And then we need to get this turned around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get it right up to the hedge here. And then we're going to turn around in this very small space. And in doing the turnaround, we should actually even it out on the other side. So like that. And then we turn here. Like so. Back ourselves up to the hedge. Oh, come on. There we go. Right, I'm just going to tab over to our 7740. So this is the fun of course play. We've picked the wrong course because we've had this problem before. So this is why you delete courses. So I've got seeding and I've got seeding islands. So I need to delete the seeding one. Load seeding islands. Put my back bit down again, put us into forward gear and drive course. Now we have no problem. I'm glad I deleted that now. This has got stuck, so stop that driver and see if we can extract him from what appears to be under a tree. There we go, got it out. Oh wow, he is the other side of the hedge. That should not be happening with this. Quite how that has made it to there, I don't know. But yeah, that obviously got caught up with something. So I'm going to reposition this and then we'll head back and deal with our roller. Okay, we're back with our roller and I'm just going to drive straight across the field. Again, making sure we have a slight overlap with this, simply because I don't want to leave sort of a thin slither of field or something down here. But this now is going to be a good place for us to get a tree in, to get ourselves across here. What we do need to do to the bottom half of this field is, I think it needs liming before we do. I'm not too worried about liming the grass field. It would up the productivity. It would up the what we get out of it and our yield. But to be perfectly honest, we didn't do anything to it last time and got 58 hay bales off it. So I'm not overly worried about that. Right, there we go. Let's do that. And we're going to get our T6 back. And done and dusted. Right, so fold this up. There we go. And let's get this back to our yard. I think this might actually be the last time we need the roller. So I think we're going to probably get it returned. I'm half tempted actually to create a road up the corner here. But as we're keeping it as a grass field, I don't think it's particularly necessary. It is, of course, one of those things that would just get worn through in time, getting up to that top field. But I'm not too worried about it. So we're heading back to the yard. We're going to switch over and get the tree planter. We're going to use up the rest of the trees that we have in that, and then we're definitely going to return that. I have no plans to be creating any more woodland, so we're going to go and we're going to take that back to the shop and return it. How's the trailer is at 5%, so actually this we can return. We can get someone to come and pick it up. I don't think we actually need to take it up to the shop. How are we doing on the planter? The planter is at 2.7%, so we can return both of those. We do need to pop to the shop and get something to plant the corn with. It's not going to be something that's necessary for this video. It's just that I really want to sort of get that done and dusted. We're going to have a pretty full-on time next time. I'm expecting us to be very quickly approaching the harvest. And as a result, next time we're going to be doing a lot of preparation for that. As well as making sure that we get this field, or start getting this field planted. Because it is a field that we need to get in. It's the last field we have to get planted, and we're approaching harvest before it actually is getting planted. Right, so we want to leave a nice wide space at the corner of the field to get something like a combine in. Then what we're going to do is go and turn it on. I'm actually surprised with how many trees we have left on this. There we go. Some nice bit of width. Drop it down, and away we go. First tree is out. So we can get on track for the second. So I'm not expecting these particularly to go all the way across here. I will be amazed if we have enough trees to get all the way across here. But I just like this idea of splitting our fields and marking our fields, especially like this where we've created new ones, with a row of trees. We still have another 8, so that's good. There we go. Almost there. Couple more to go. Actually, I'm really pleased with that. We've kind of got all of those in the middle. That's sort of a very middled thing. It's not, wow. Okay. It's not the straightest of lines, though. Looking at that. Oh, well. So let's lift. Let's not disconnect it. Let's lift it up and get it back to the main farm. And so yeah, so now we have 19 east and 19 west, as you can see. Really nice setup that. So we're going to lime the bottom half of this. I think actually that's a better plan for today. We won't go and get rid of this and do that. What we'll do is we'll go and do that next time when we go to get our corn planter. At the moment, we have no need for the corn planters. No need for me to borrow the money and get all that going any sooner, because we are just going to end up with this problem that we have too much. So we need to, we're going to have to customize our lime spreader as well. So let's go drop this back and grab the lime spreader, and I'll meet you back in the workshop when we're ready to customize it. Okay, so we have our spreader here. We've managed to get it into the workshop. It is one of those bits where you have to, as you're coming into the workshop, you have to fold those down slightly and then back up to get them in here. I'm slightly worried. I'm going to get the combine in here next time, and I honestly don't know if we're going to be able to. So we'll repair it, as we've been doing with everything we bring into the workshop. And we're going to change, so we're going full extension, which won't cost us anything because we've already had that. Standard tyres, and the 6-metre spreading unit. So there we go. That is going to cost us nothing, and our lime spreader configuration is now set up. So, start this up, pull this out. And we do have some leftover lime. Oh, it's disconnected, of course. We do have some leftover lime from last time. Right, fold that up again. And so we're going to use that. We've actually got a whole row of fertilizer here that I'm going to have to clear up in the near future. Simply because that's what we unloaded from this. So, let's open it up. We're going to have to, I think we're going to have to go and get some lime out of our lime purchase point as well. Because we have this thing where this is not going to be enough lime. We've only actually got 2 boxes of it, 2 crates of it here. And that is not going to be enough to do this field. So I want to fill the lime spreader up. I'm hoping, I think we have enough money. I don't think it's ever cost us more than about 2,000. And I'm hoping it's not going to take more than a single tank. We can, of course, borrow more money. Oh, wow, that's taking both of them at the same time. I don't know how well that front one is actually on this. But if it saves us a bit of time, having both of them on here, and the front one doesn't fall off, so we're going to be steady with this, because it is, yeah, it's just sort of caught on the front ones. It's not on there securely at all. Way! That might be a problem. Let's get this second one emptied into here. That's what I get for trying to be smart about it. So let's fill this second one into here. Sure, it will all fit in because it fit in before. But it's you're kidding me. There is no way that is full. Let's get this off here. There we go. See if we can get that second one out. There we are. Right, so now we need to correct this. It's one of those things where, yeah, that was me trying to be a little bit smart and it backfiring horribly on me. Now, getting this out of here is going to be a bit of fun, I think. But now, wow, that is well and truly stuck in there. What I might have to do is go and alter this in order to make it. How would you get round that in real life? I suspect you would try and not have that happen. How full is that reporting us? 10%. So yeah, we're in a position where we need to get this out. So I'm going to get this out of here, and then we'll be back once I've got it sorted. Because at the moment, that's not possible. So I've taken the extension off now, and hopefully, with the extension off, that means we're going to be able to actually get at this and get this fixed. It's very annoying that this is not quite according to plan, but it is still in there, and it is completely accessible by us now. And there we go. So let's fill the rest of this. Now I know I can add the extension on while I've got lime in here, so we're good for that. So I'll get these 2 filled, and then we will head over and go and add the extension back on and get it refilled. So we've got the extension back on. Our lime from our existing stuff gave us gave us 27% of this. So we spent another 1,832 on this load of lime. Hopefully this is going to be enough to do the field. I don't really want to have to fill up anymore. Looking at the size of this field, this is about the size of field, probably 18 upper. I think it's a toss-up between 15 and 19. In fact, I think 19 as a whole field is a bit bigger. I think 19 east, which is what our new field is, I think that is going to be a fair amount smaller. So with any luck, we will be able to do this like this. So we're going to do the same thing as we did a minute ago. We're going to calculate this field's edge path, and you can see rather nicely. Oh no. Nope, that has gone for the whole of 19. Wow. Okay. So clear that and try that again. Okay, we have missed something somewhere. Because we're going to have to define this ourselves then. Right, so we'll dump this off here. I will clear that. And yeah, we will define field 19 east ourselves. Which won't take very long. So I will meet you back here in a moment once I got this course recorded. Okay, and here we go. So that is our course recorded. Take it right up to there and stop. So pretty much, pretty good course there. So we're going to save this as field 19. This would be east. Save. There we go. And then we're going to use this to generate ourselves a course. So starting with connecting this up and selecting fertilizing and seeding, we then go to here. Current course, starting location is current vehicle position. Headland we will do 2. We will do the main body of the field first, which means we want to come back. Yeah, counterclockwise, perfect. And calculate. Right, how does it look? So it stops in this corner here. It starts over the other side, and it's all good. It seems to fit the shape of the field, so that's good. Let's get this started, and then we'll go and check on our seeder and what our seeder is doing. So, first waypoint, whoops, there we go, and drive course. There we go. So that is going to spread some lime on here now. I don't know if the lime actually shows when you're doing it on grass. It doesn't, but it should show. Well, actually, no, that's a good point. Needs lime. It all needs lime, so we need to stop that. We're going to have to do something that I was hoping that we weren't going to have to do. Stop, driver. So that's something that's telling. So if you're looking to do lime on grass because it needs to be finished, you can't do it. It's you need to have ploughed the grass first. So what we're going to do now is we're going to save this course, F19E, and this is spreader, because we can use this for fertilizing or doing lime. This name escaped me and I've got it on screen. And yeah. So what I'm going to get this to do now, and what we're going to get going in here, is to actually get the subsoiler going on that, because I know I can subsoil it. I know I can get the subsoiler working on that field. It's slightly annoying in that I wanted to have the subsoiler working at the same time as the seeder. But in order for us to do lime, we're going to have to lime it between the subsoiler and the seeders. So we'll drop this here. We'll go and grab our subsoiler, which is over here, and head back up to the field. Not quite working as I'd hoped, but we're fairly good. Right, let's get this up to the field and set ourselves a course play course going. So I have my course play course all set up. Well, all set up, ready to generate. We want to have 4 headlands. And I want to do the main body of the field first. We want to end up the other way round. So let's... oh, we need to be in the right place. Let's calculate it. And let's see what that looks like. That looks like that, which is good. But we've got to get this into the bottom corner. And it should do it quite nicely. And get our field really nicely done, I think. Which will be, this is a huge field. I mean, it really is. And it's way bigger grass field than we need, which is why I'm ploughing up. I've seen many people on Marwell plough this field up. I don't think we need to plough the whole thing up. Not when we're looking to do some animals. Right, there we go. I'm going to get this in to there. We'll take that off. We will drive course. Okay, what I need to do, I think, is actually drop this down. It should be doing field work and drive course. There we go, and as we can see, because this is a designated field, the subsoiler is actually able to do it without having to use create fields. So, there we go. That is... where we are going to end today, I think. That is about to do a fantastic job. So all that remains, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from FendtFarmer, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.